my dears, my dear Cancer. Oh, and Ascendant Cancer, welcome. I am sending you just the biggest, warmest hug right now.
Welcome. It's a really important week for our cardinal water
It
signs.
so is. We are diving deep, deep, deep into the cosmic tides just for you. Specifically, we're unpacking the sky energies for the week of December 22nd through the 28th.
Right. And this isn't just any week. We're in the heart of the holidays, yes, but the planets are really highlighting some pretty profound themes right now.
Yes, it feels like a big deal. We're in Capricorn season, which can feel a little heavy, a little structured. But for you, my sweet listener, it seems like it's all about relationships, boundaries, and like how you show up in the world.
That's the mission.
Right.
We want to look at these intense planetary alignments, especially this big cluster forming in your opposite sign, and just break it all down.
So you can handle all the short-term holiday stuff while also, setting yourself up for some amazing changes in the new year.
Exactly.
Okay, let's get into it because the major thing driving everything this week for Cancer and Ascendant Cancer is this like giant planetary party happening in your seventh house.
A giant party is a good way to put it.
Sure.
The seventh house is just incredibly active right now.
And remind us, the seventh house is what exactly?
So it's the house of your committed partnerships. Think marriage, long-term business partners.
Yeah.
But it also governs contracts, negotiations, even your open enemies, strangely enough.
So basically anyone you have a one-on-one relationship with, the other.
Precisely.
Right.
It's the world outside of your own shell. And what a crew is moving in there.
I know. Tell us about the guest list.
Okay, so the sun has just moved in. That brings focus and a lot of light to this whole relationship sector. And it's joining Mars.
And Mars has been in there for a little while, kind of stirring the pot, right? Making things a little spicy.
A little spicy, yes. Assertive, maybe even a bit tense. But the really fascinating part is the timing. Venus, the planet of harmony and diplomacy, she's about to join them.
Oh, I love this. She's playing catch-up.
She is. She links up with them right around midweek on Wednesday, December 24th.
So wait, we have the Sun, Mars, and Venus all holding hands in our relationship house right as we head into Christmas Eve. That sounds powerful.
It's very powerful. And this isn't just a quick little visit either. This collective of energy stays really tight all the way through to the middle of January.
Wow. Okay, so this is a real window of opportunity.
A huge one.
Let's talk about that energy, though, because Mars and Venus are so different. They have totally different vibes. How does that work for a sensitive Cancer in relationships?
It's actually the perfect blend if you use it right.
Yeah.
It's strength and charm all at once. Mars in the seventh house gives you that push you need to be more assertive.
To set boundaries.
To set clear boundaries, exactly. It gives you the tools to negotiate for what you need, even if it feels a little combative sometimes.
Right. So Mars is like, hey, I'm here, and my needs matter too. But if you just lead with that, especially during the holidays, you could, run people over.
And that's where Venus is just so essential. She comes into the party and brings that diplomatic, harmonizing energy. She actually boosts your natural Cancerian talent for listening and for empathy.
Ah, so it's not about just demanding your way.
Not at all. It's about demanding respect, but with grace. We sometimes use this analogy that Mars is the steel fist inside the velvet glove of Venus.
I love that. A steel fist and a velvet glove. So you can be kind and firm. You don't have to be a doormat or a bulldozer.
That's it. So think about it in a practical holiday context. Maybe you feel like you're responsible for everyone's happiness, right?
Yes, the classic Cancer trap.
Instead of just retreating into your shell or getting, passive-aggressive about it, you can use that Mars energy, softened by Venus, to speak up.
So you could actually say something like, I love you all, but I need like 30 minutes by myself before dinner.
Yes, or I can totally handle the cooking, but I need you to commit to doing the cleanup. It's proactive.
And that kind of positive development is good for all our connections, right? Not just romance. Friends, work, family, all of it.
All of it. It's about recalibrating the give and take.
Okay, but it's not all smooth sailing. The start of the week, like Monday and Tuesday, feels a little tricky.
It does. Right at the very start of the week, Venus is getting a really strong, challenging aspect from Saturn.
Oof, Saturn, the great restrictor.
Which can bring up feelings of being unappreciated or resentment or just feeling like I'm doing all this work and nobody sees it.
That sounds gritty. Yeah, I can see how if you're hosting people for the holidays, it might feel like all the chores are just falling on you, like your freedom is being compromised.
That's that Saturn test. It's asking if the effort you're putting in is actually sustainable. But, and this is important, there is a powerful counterbalance.
Oh, good. Tell me about the cosmic cushion.
Well, that whole cluster of planets in your seventh house is directly opposite Jupiter. And Jupiter is in your sign, in Cancer, right now.
Our guardian angel planet.
Pretty much. Jupiter in your sign brings this huge sense of possibility, protection, and just an expansion of your self-belief. So even if you're dealing with a tricky moment, you've got this optimistic energy protecting your core self.
So even if the moment feels gritty, we know something powerful and positive is coming out of it. We can handle it.
Precisely. You're supported from within to manage the pressure from without.
Which brings me to something super, super important, my dear listener. Oh, and by the way, when you're taking all this in, please, please be sure to follow your rising sign, my sweeties. It is so important.
It really is.
It's what helps focus all this energy. It tells you where these houses actually fall in your personal chart. It's everything.
It is critical for getting the nuance.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of powerful movements, we have to talk about the Jupiter square Chiron aspect.
The big one, cosmic therapy time.
It's a huge catalyst for healing, and its influence is strong all week, even though it was exact on the 21st. The placements here are key for Cancer.
Okay, so we know Jupiter is in your sign, which is amazing. It's like a confidence booster. But where is Chiron?
Chiron, the wounded healer asteroid, is at the very top of your chart, in your 10th house.
The 10th house. So that's your career, your reputation.
Your public legacy, how the world knows you. With Chiron there, you might have these deep anxieties about your professional competence, or feeling judged, or just feeling really exposed in your public role.
Ah, I see. So you might feel way more visible than you're comfortable with, especially in a professional context. And the vulnerability is tied right to your reputation.
Exactly. And when Jupiter squares that sensitive point, it basically forces the issue. It's pushing you to act, fueled by Jupiter's confidence, to heal that wound.
So profound healing is possible, but you have to approach it from a place of confidence.
Unshakable confidence. You have to own that Jupiterian energy.
But that's so hard for Cancer sometimes. When we feel exposed, we want to retreat. How do you translate that confidence into action instead of just hiding?
It comes down to trusting your own intuition over what anyone else thinks. The message is, trust yourself. Know that your competence isn't defined by some external judgment this week. You just have to stand tall, even if it's uncomfortable.
The work is internal first. We just have to trust ourselves, be ourselves, and know we can handle whatever happens.
That confidence becomes your shield.
Okay, moving into the middle of the week, Christmas Day, the 25th. The moon is your ruling body, so her movements are a big deal. The energy shifts, doesn't
It
it?
shifts quickly. The moon starts the day in a really deep, intense part of your chart, the 8th house.
The house of secrets and shared resources.
Right. So you might be very aware of some, intense psychological stuff, maybe around gifts or expectations or what's not being said in the family.
But then it lightens up. Later in the day, my sweets, the energy becomes so much more playful and free-spirited.
It does. The moon moves into your 9th house of adventure and expansion. It helps smooth out any intensity from the morning.
So you might just suddenly want to, get out for a long walk or call a friend who lives far away. A little escape.
A spontaneous break from the holiday structure, for sure.
Then, as we round out the week, there's another really important career moment. The quarter moon in Aries on Saturday the 27th.
And it falls right in that same 10th house of career where Chiron is. This is where all the themes, relationships, visibility, healing, they all collide.
A moment of tension and action.
It's major food for thought. This is where you really start setting intentions for the new year. If a professional relationship with a boss or a client isn't working,
If you're not feeling seen or respected,
or if your boundaries are just getting steamrolled by your public role, this moon gives you the push to say, okay, something has to change.
and my dear listener, remember, you're a water sign. Your soul has to be into what you do for work. Be so careful of a job that's just functional, Too much Capricorn structure without any of the heart.
That's the critical piece. Ambition is great, but for Cancer, it has to be rooted in something that feels meaningful. The Aries energy of this moon says you can't ignore that dissatisfaction anymore.
So let's pull back again. That big Sun, Mars, Venus cluster in our relationship house lasts all the way through January 18th. What's the real long-term opportunity here?
It is a sustained window to improve your dialogue, to negotiate,
Yeah.
to just clearly express where you're coming from. If you don't feel heard in your partnerships, Mars gives you the tools and the courage to demand a better place for yourself.
Which means no hiding, my beauties. Our instinct can be to withdraw, but darling, withdrawal solves nothing. It just leaves all that energy stuck. We have to engage.
Exactly. And all of this is preparing you for a really important moment just after the new year. The full moon in Cancer on January 3rd
In our own sign.
in your sign. That full moon is going to bring everything out into the open. It's going to shine a huge spotlight on the equilibrium in your relationships. Is the sincerity and effort you put in being matched by the respect you get back?
It's the moment of truth for that balance.
It is.
Yeah.
But you're ready for this. You have a really sturdy foundation here. Remember that long, long transit of Pluto through Capricorn, through your seventh house.
Oh my God, yes. Years and years of pressure on our relationships. It just ended in late 2024.
That transit, as hard as it was, it taught you how to defend yourself. It taught you who to keep space from. You have a learned robustness now. You're stronger than you think.
Oh wait, I love that. So this Mars push isn't coming out of nowhere. It's built on like a decade of intense lessons in boundaries. That's so powerful.
It's the perfect context. The sky is encouraging you to use that strength you've built, pair it with Mars's drive and Venus's charm, and just negotiate a better reality for yourself. It's a winning combination.
You, my beauties, have the power to protect your gorgeous shell this week while still inviting in all the deep, nourishing love and mutual respect you deserve.
Embrace that Jupiterian confidence. It's there for you.
And hey, if this deep dive sparked a little fire in your home and heart, send us some sparkle. Drop a comment down below and let us know one boundary you're ready to shine brightly on this week.
Claim that healing. It's available right now.
But darling, if you know a Capricorn, Gemini, or any other sweet sugar who needs their deep dive, tell them we're coming for them next. We've got the whole Zodiac covered. Until next time, stay gorgeous.